Do you want to make pixel art, but in 4D? Hi, I'm Dr. Hoxel. Stick around and I'll show you my new tool for creating true four-dimensional works of art. If you want to create pixel art or voxel art, there are plenty of tools available. For pixel art, you could use Sprite, Pixel Edit, or even Microsoft Paint. For voxel art, use Magica Voxel, Cubicle, or Avoid. And for 4D hypervoxel, or Hoxel art, if you will, use HoxelDraw. This is HoxelDraw. HoxelDraw is a new application for creating and visualizing four-dimensional models made entirely of tesseracts. Unlike other 4D software, HoxelDraw is designed to be easy to learn, but flexible enough to help you construct anything you can imagine, and many things you can't imagine. We are talking about hyperspace after all. I've loaded up a simple model which you can see here. There's a lot to see, but to start, let's take a look at the cross-section view in the center. Use the cross-section view to see a single 3D slice of your Hoxel model. Use the mouse to zoom and orbit around the slice, just like a normal 3D application. Use the cross-section view controls to rotate and pan in 4 dimensions. Use Hoxel tools to bring your 4D masterpiece to life. Use the brush tool to add Hoxels to the surface of your model or to the boundary of the grid. Use the box tool to create boxes in 2, 3, or 4 dimensions. And use the line tool to create a thin line of Hoxels between a start point and an end point. In addition to adding new Hoxels, each of these tools can also remove Hoxels or change the color of existing Hoxels. The cross-section view is great, but you can only ever see a single little sliver of your 4D object at a time, while the rest is hidden from view. What if we take multiple parallel slices of the Hoxel model? We'd have a nice row of 3D slices. Now let's do it again to each of these 3D slices, and we'll get a grid of 2D slices, a slice grid. With this slice grid, we can now see every Hoxel in the model all at once. Not even a 4-dimensional being is able to do this. This other view is the slice grid view. It slices your Hoxel model along 2 sets of parallel planes and arranges them in a grid of grids. Again, use the mouse to pan and zoom to get a better look at each slice. And all of the Hoxel tools from the cross-section view also work in the slice grid. One of the most powerful features of HoxelDraw is that these two views work together. Hover the cursor over a Hoxel in the cross-section view, and the same Hoxel is highlighted in the slice grid. It works the other way too. Hover the cursor over a Hoxel in the slice grid view, and the same one is highlighted in the cross-section view. Use the slice grid view controls to adjust the slicing hyperplane. Click the Jump to Row or Column button to select which row of slices you want to see in the cross-section view. Switch it to column mode to select a column of slices instead. In the slice grid, enable the cross-section overlay to see which Hoxels are currently visible in the cross-section view. This helps us visualize the shape and rotation of the slicing hyperplane. If we go back to the cross-section view controls and adjust the rotation and translation, the overlay updates in real time and shows us what the hyperplane looks like. With the 2 views and our Hoxel tools, let's build a wireframe hypercube 2 different ways. First, we'll start from an empty grid and add Hoxels until the wireframe is complete. Now we'll fill the Hoxel grid and remove Hoxels until we're left with our wireframe, as if we were carving a sculpture out of stone. That was a fairly simple example of what you can build with HoxelDraw. Now let's see a few models that are a little more complex. This is a hypersphere, the 4D equivalent of a sphere. A cool thing about the hypersphere is that no matter what position and orientation you pick for the slicing hyperplane, the cross-section will always resemble a sphere. This shape is known as the tiger. The cross-sections look like strange morphings between donuts, but the slice grid makes it look like a donut of donuts. And finally, this is what I like to call the hypersponge. This is the 4D equivalent of the 3D Menger sponge, the 2D Sierpinski carpet, and the 1D Cantor set. What fascinates me is that while exploring the cross-sections of the hypersponge, little glimpses of all lower dimensional equivalents are visible. HoxelDraw is already capable of creating complex shapes in the fourth dimension, but it's only just getting started. I want HoxelDraw to become the most effective and intuitive tool for 4D content creation. It can already do quite a bit, but it's definitely not a finished product. I'd like to create additional view overlays and even entirely new visualization techniques. I want to overhaul the rendering system so that it can handle large Hoxel objects and even multiple Hoxel grids. I also want to add features for animation and mesh exporting for rendering and 3D printing, and that's just a small taste of what I have planned. But I need your help to bring these ideas to life. If you want to help, there are 3 things you can do to support the project. First and foremost, you can download the HoxelDraw prototype and try it out today. Remember that HoxelDraw is still in the prototype phase. If you think something isn't working or is completely missing, please let me know. You can post feedback here in the comments or head over to the HoxelDraw Discord server and let me know there. I also want to see what you can create. Please share your creations on Twitter with the hashtag HoxelDraw or in Discord. Second, you can subscribe to the Dr. Hoxel channel and follow me on Twitter. And third, you can become a patron on Patreon. Patrons will have early access to new releases and get to vote on what features I should work on next. Please consider helping out in one or more ways. I'll leave links to everything in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in hyperspace.